We're just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now Jackson on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes is quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
That's a 39-yard line.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. On 3rd down, Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 42. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
At the 42-yard line.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Sean Williams with the tackle. He led the Bengals in that category last year.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Jackson now off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. And his throw here's incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it's 3rd down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now Jackson to throw on 3rd down. He uncorks it for Snead. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared, but I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Mixon with it. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On second down, Burrow throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Uzama, the intended receiver, and now it's third down.
It's third down and 10 yards to go.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow, and that is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Ravens, they'll take over.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a handoff to Ingram, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's caught. It's Chris Moore. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so much.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Sean Williams. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
The tackle made.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Complete to Joe Mixon.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3. Burrow on 3rd down. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On second down now, it's Ingram, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Now the pitch comes to Ingram. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
He's got his man, it's Andrews. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
First red zone chance now for the Ravens. 1st and 10 right at the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Bengals nothing. Justin.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
5-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
A gain of
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And able to find Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Green's first catch of the game. Good for a first down.
Cincinnati.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. To the air again, Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
Second down and 7. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He gets this in the hands of Mixon. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Joe Mixon. A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
Bengals on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
He was brought
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. That's complete. Bernard. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That catch good for only a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 11-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. From the gun to give to Mixon. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward, and indeed he did not. They stop him. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. That's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down. Positive. Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago.
The 28-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Snead's got it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
The 44-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for Mark Ingram there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now Jackson on 1st down. He's got it to Ingram, complete. Then he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Watch 36,
Jackson will throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ingram. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson steps away to his left. He'll run it, and he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
They'll look to run with Ingram. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Ingram in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, for the same, the rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And it is now 21-0.
Is good. Makes the score Ravens 21, Bengals nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make A.J. Green. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, and the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Albert Rosa set to kick.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire half time just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
Brandon, you know, we talk about having wrinkles in a game plan. That was a fold right there. How about that play? Being able to change things up. You think anyone else on the team's going to get the ball, and in that situation, they surprise everyone and give it to their big guy.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a first and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Ingram. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The linebacker, Preston Brown, brings him down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Jackson's throw on target to Willie Snead. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
A gain of 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. It's not too often you see a holder putting that football down right.